Hey everybody, welcome to the very first episode of The Bearded Gamer Show. As always, I am your host, Chris Arnone. All right, for this very first episode, just like it used to be with Gamer TV Weekly, we're going to start off with good news, bad news. All right, first up is some good news. Fallout New Vegas, great game from last year. Met some mixed reviews because of a lot of glitches, is getting an Ultimate Edition. Now, what is this going to include? Well, it's like the Game of the Year edition for Fallout 3. It's going to have the game and all the DLC. We're talking Lonesome Road, Honest Hearts, Dead Money, Old World Blues, Courier Stash, and Gunrunner's Arsenal. All that's going to be right on the disc. It is coming out February 7th, North America, February 10th in Europe. No word on a price yet. They also haven't specified if it's going to be on both consoles and the PC, but very likely it seems that it would be. So, great news there. All right, another piece of good news, Battlefield 3. In the first week, this is according to VG Charts, sold 3.5 million units. I mean, that's huge. Plus, that news is like 4 days old, or 5 days old at this point. And now DICE has even come out and said that they've sold over 5 million units. Now, is this Call of Duty numbers? Well, probably not quite, but Call of Duty is kind of insane when it comes to their sales numbers. Nevertheless, this is really, really great. A lot of forecasting had said they'd probably move like 8 million units lifetime, and they've already moved 5. I'd say they're probably going to exceed those expectations. So great on DICE. They made a great game. You know, I reviewed it, gave it an 8.4. It's really, really good. And it's selling really, really well, so good for them. It's great news. Piece of bad news. After a very, very disappointing X-Men Destiny game from Silicon Knights, they have laid off 75% of their staff. They are now down to just 25 core people. And that's just really sad news. It's a studio that's been around a long time. They've made some great games. They've made some not-so-great games. But it's really sad to see them floundering. But yeah, X-Men Destiny did really poorly. I mean, game scored only a 5.0 on Gamer Review, and according to VG Charts, has moved less than 200,000 units total. So really just hasn't done well. So let's hope that they can work on something that'll be great and can help build Silicon Knights back up. So let's finish off with some more good news, some really good news, is that this week, Grand Theft Auto 5 was officially announced. It is going to be set in Los Santos. It's a fictionalized version of Los Angeles that Rockstar is working with. I guess a little different from San Andreas. It's probably going to be a bit bigger, a bit broader, because you know we're on current HD consoles. Not too much to say about it yet, because they got an official announcement trailer. So check it out.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or the... I don't know, that thing. That magic. You see it in the movies. I wanted to retire from what I was doing, you know? From that line of work. Be a good guy for once. A family man. So, I bought a big house. Came here, put my feet up, and thought I'd be a dad like all the other dads. My kids would be like the kids on TV. We'd play ball and sit in the sun, but, well, you know how it is.
So that's just huge. I mean, Grand Theft Auto is one of the biggest names and biggest sellers in the industry. Game's looking great. It is in full swing with development, so I'm sure it'll be huge whenever it eventually drops, which we don't know at this point, but there it is. All right, so moving out of the news, some of you may have noticed there's something definitely missing from this Bearded Gamer Show, and that's the beard. Now, the beard has been with me through all the episodes of Gamer TV Weekly, switching now to the Bearded Gamer Show. and it's gone. And in fact, I'm sporting this rather ridiculous 5 o'clock shadow-ish mustache, but there's a very good reason for it, okay? Just bear with me. This month, November, is when Movember happens. And what is Movember? That is a charity to raise money to fight men's cancers. And the deal is that men who want to participate at the beginning of the month shave their faces completely clean. It was very hard, but it did it. And then grow a mustache through the month of November. Why? It looks ridiculous. So when people see me, they're like, what is happening to your face? I go, I'm glad you asked. Give me money, help me to fight men's cancers. And so, in place of my normal controller confessional, I've got an extra special treat for you. Here it is. Alright, followers of the Bearded Gamer Show, or just people who are going to be watching this on Movember. It is November the 1st, which means it's time to shave off the oh-so-lovely beard. So, I thought I'd just put the whole thing on film. You know, the beard and I have grown rather attached, but it is time for a better cause, for a good cause to fight men's cancers, to shave clean and begin growing my Movember mustache. So, here we go. Oh, there it goes. Oh. And there it is, beardless. But I am always the bearded gamer. There is a beard that beats within my chest. There is a beard upon my soul, so I am always the bearded gamer. My face is going to be cold, but for a good cause. Welcome to the Review Roundup, powered by Gamer Review. First up this week is Kirby's Return to Dreamland for the Nintendo Wii. Alex St. Amour grabbed everybody's favorite puffball for this one and said, on one hand, Return to Dreamland definitely isn't as imaginative or creative as Epic Yarn or Mass Attack. But when you forget that those games exist and look at Return to Dreamland on its own, you'll find that it's a solid entry in the series. The gameplay, while slightly too bland and easy in single player, is an absolute blast in multiplayer. The visuals do the series' history justice, the soundtrack rocks, and there's plenty to do after you show the final boss that you're not just a pink puffball. It doesn't take the series anywhere new, but that doesn't mean you should ignore Return to Dreamland. Perhaps we were all spoiled for a while with too much Kirby goodness. Alex gave Kirby's Return to Dreamland a 7.8 out of 10. Next is the toy-tastic Skylanders, Spyro's Adventures for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Matt Ashbaugh channeled his inner toy-loving child and said, At the end of the day, the entire toy game experiment would be a failure if the game itself wasn't fun. Frankly, this game is way more fun than it has any right to be. It's a bit on the easy side, but it is aiming for the younger demographic, and there are plenty of optional challenges to complete that will give you a run for your money. They could have gone the cheap route and made the characters mere palette swaps that all played the same, but each Skylander is fleshed out and unique. I, for one, am eager to see where this franchise goes next. Matt gave Skylanders, Spyro's Adventures, a 7.7 out of 10. Finally, one of this year's best games, Infamous 2, got a spooky side game just in time for Halloween with Festival of Blood. Think Infamous meets vampires. Gordon Bryant vamped up and said, "Festival of Blood keeps the spirit of the Infamous name. It's a lot of fun, with great vampire and superpowers to play with, as well as a good amount of available side content. The only major problems are performance-related issues and a short main story. Definitely worth a try if you're into the series. Happy Halloween." Gordon gave Infamous Festival of Blood a 7.7 out of 10. Be sure to read the full reviews for these and many other games on gamerreview.vgcharts.com.
So I'm still a little verklempt about the beard, but said it's for a good cause. So head over to Movember, look over for the VG Charts team, donate some money. You know, like I said, it's for a good cause. We're fighting men's cancers. Join the team. Shave your face clean. Grow a mustache. If you can't grow a mustache, that's no excuse. You know, wear a fake one. Do whatever it takes. You know, we are fighting men's cancers here. You know, that's a good cause. You know, we don't have a month. We don't have a whole color like pink, but we have mustaches. And darn it, we're going to use them. All right. Let's finish off, as always, with the burning question. Now, last week, I was asking about BlizzCon. What were people really excited about? And a little disappointed. Nobody really seemed to have commented much. One guy made a snarky comment about Hellgate London. Thank you. It has nothing to do with BlizzCon. So, obviously, no one cares. Well, screw you guys. Diablo 3, I'm excited. Whatever you guys are excited about, okay. So, for this week, for the first burning question of the Bearded Gamer Show, November is upon us. And of course, that is the busiest, craziest time of year for game releases. I mean, on our end, we're doing, game reviews, we're all stacked up and backed up trying to get out these game reviews. There's just so much right now. One game, if you had to pick one game this month to buy amongst all the great stuff, I mean, Uncharted 3 is already out. You've got Skyrim, new Assassin's Creed, Modern Warfare. I mean, the list is huge. All this great stuff. What one game is absolutely on your I must buy it the day it comes out list from all those great games. All right. Let us know in the comments, and next week on Friday, I will read off the best answers to the question. Of course, there'll be a couple more episodes coming. You know, we had some technical delays this week, so we didn't get 3 episodes like we wanted, but there you go. Okay, make sure to follow Bearded Gamer on Twitter, become a fan on Facebook, watch the videos. Thanks as always for watching. See you next week.